Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and I am a part-time reseller on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, and TheRealReal. And today we're going to talk about TheRealReal. I am putting together another big consignment to send into TheRealReal because they're having a really good promotion again this month. I've been kind of collecting things for a few months and I keep thinking I'm going to send it in, but this month it's happening. So I put the box together today of everything I'm going to send in. What I did was I took pictures of each item so I can put it up on the screen for you all, and that way you can see what the item looks like. So I did a little bit of research on each item on the RealReal to kind of see either what the item has sold for or what the item is listed for, and about how much commission I plan to get on that item. And then I'll go over kind of the totals of how much each item cost me. Most of these came out of a thredup DIY designer box, which I know you guys watch me unbox on here all the time. By the way, thredup Thursday designer box. So make sure you tune in. If you're not subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you. And let's get started. So the consignment I put together today, my goal was to get 20 items in this box, and I was able to squeeze in 21. I have so many things to send in, so I may actually try to put together a second box at the end of this month to get it in for maybe another part of the promotion. Now, my history with the RealReal is they are always not accepting items for me. I always send in items and they're like, this has a stain or there's a flaw that I completely missed. So I try to be really careful when I'm sending items in that I've gone over them 2 or 3 times. That being said, I'm sending in 20 items so that hopefully they accept at least 10. That's the plan. So the promotion this month, which I will put that up on the screen, is, well, first of all, if you are a first-time consigner, which I'm not, but if maybe you are and you've been thinking about sending an item in, they have a really good promotion that if you're a first-time consigner, you can send in an item, one item, and if they accept it and list it, this is Trixie. I knew the dogs were probably going to get in the video, so sorry, but it's sunny here today in Texas. It's cold. But it's sunny and I just wanted to film out here today in the sun a little bit, and just kind of a different spot for the video today. Anyways, if you're a first-time consigner and you consign one item that they list for $100 or more, I believe you get like $100 credit. So go to their website if you're thinking about doing it and check it out. And then I think there was like another deal for first-time consigners. There's like 2 really good offers. If you've consigned before, you're a returning consigner, the deal is if you send in 10 items this month that they list for $100 or more, then you get a $100 shopping credit on their site. If you consign 20 items listed at $100 or more, then you get a $200 credit, which is why I may send in additional items based on what they accept. Like if I'm close to that 20, that's my tea, Miss Trixie. I have tea because it's cold out here. This is my favorite tea. I found it at Disneyland. Wait, I think they also have it at Disney World. Anyways, it's called the Topsy Turvy Alice in Wonderland tea blend. And it's kind of like an Earl Grey, but a little more floral, and I love it. So anyways, I have my tea to try to keep me warm while I'm out here. So my goal is to try to get for sure that $100 shopping credit, get something for myself, or maybe if I'm close with this consignment, I can do a second one and get that $200 credit. So that's what I'm going for. Let's get into it, and I'm going to go over each item. I got all of these except for one in a DIY designer box. And so the cost of goods on those is about $20. Except for this first one we're going to talk about. Hey, Miss Trixie. Okay. The first item that I am sending in my consignment is by the brand Etro, and it is a men's button-up splatter t-shirt, not t-shirt, splatter shirt. So it's got like a plaid print on it, and it's got this really cool, like someone splattered like water on it or bleach. So it's got this really cool print. Etro's known for their prints. So when I went to go comp this out, and I got this out of a men's designer box, so my cost of goods into this one is $35. Everything, this is from a recent box if you've been watching my channel. Everything else in that box I'm listing myself, except I don't have good luck selling Etro on my own. So if it's something I can send into the RealReal, I do. I tend to find that the items that have a really unique print tend to do better. So I couldn't find this exact one on the RealReal, but ones that were similar that had a pretty unique print were listed for about, oh dear, were listed for about 100 and, Trixie, no ma'am, up, no ma'am, no ma'am, here, yeah, take your money. My husband picked up this dog toy. It's like a stack of money. Okay, go take your money. Okay. Now on my estimates of what I think they're going to list it for, I went pretty conservative. I tried to, if they were all over the place, go somewhere in the middle, because I don't want to overestimate. I like to kind of be conservative on my estimates. So, of course, I could be completely wrong, right? It's kind of fun to go back and look. Anyways, I found lots of shirts that were similar listed for $120. So if that's what it sells at, my commission on that item would be $36. Okay. The next item that I'm consigning is a Burberry pink winter coat. And this is like almost like a ski jacket. I mean, it's a puffer, but it's got a fur-lined hood. It's got all sorts of contraptions in it to like unzip sleeves and little like bungees inside the pocket, maybe to attach like a mitten or a glove. There were some water stains on the exterior, so I used the tub of towels to clean that up, and hopefully they will accept it. There were no tears or anything like that. It's in good condition except for those little watermarks that were on the exterior. Hey. Well, at least they're having fun. They're playing, right? I found one that was similar that was listed for $150. Hey, no ma'am. Trixie Beth. Trixie. Hey. Oh dear, maybe this was a mistake to film out here. I might have to go back to my office for the next video. Okay, I found one listed for $150. My commission on that would be $67.50. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace a little bit here. I feel like I'm taking a long time. Okay, the next item that's going into the RealReal is a pair of black Gucci slides. These also came out of a DIY designer box. OMG. Trixie. Hey. No, ma'am. These are in excellent condition. They're in a small size, which is one of the reasons I decided not to list them myself. I have, you know, a little bit of trouble selling smaller sizes sometimes, and Gucci sells really well on the RealReal, so I figure I'm going to send them in. They were in dust bags, and these are comping out. Listen, some of them are listed on there that are similar to mine for $395. So I went kind of moderate, and I'm saying $250. If they sell at $250, my commission on that will be $140. Okay, the next item I'm including is an item I talked about in my video yesterday. If you didn't watch the recap of the designer box that I did 4 months ago, I will link that video above so you can go back and watch it. I went over the items that had sold from that box and my loss so far on that box. This is one of the items that was in there that I hadn't listed, so we're hoping it'll sell in the RealReal. It is an Oscar de la Renta vintage, I'm calling it a blazer. It doesn't have any buttons, but it's also not a blouse. So it's like a short sleeve blazer. I found a couple that were similar that were listed for about $100 to $125. So I'm estimating off of 100. And then if it sells at 100, my commission would be 30. Listen, the sweet spot with the RealReal is if you can get an item sold for $200 or more. That's where the commission structure really works in your favor. Anything under that is a little dicey. So, and I know that going in. I'm trying to get some inventory. I've told you guys I'm behind on listing. I'm trying to get caught up. I have a goal. One of the goals is to get a bunch of items into the RealReal. I might be sending some things in that I normally wouldn't send, just to get some inventory out and then continue to list. It's probably going to take me 2 months to get caught up based on the plan that I've come up with for myself. Okay. The next item I'm including, also again came from a designer box, is a Carolina Herrera blazer. This is like a wool blazer, but it's got such cute detail on it. Little ruffles up by the shoulders, and it's in a gray. It's got a couple buttons. It had a little bit of discoloration up by the ruffle, so I used tub of towels again to scrub that out. It looks pretty good. If you're going to be super picky, they might send it back to me. We'll see. But I got most of it out. That I am expecting to sell for $125, and my commission on that would be $37.50. The next item that was in the box, that I'm sending in the box to the RealReal, is by the brand Ronnie Kobo, and it's a adorable dress. I'm kind of like super into this dress. I wish I was the size. It's small. But it's got really structured shoulder pads. It's got a metallic detail on the shoulder. The rest is like this really pretty, like a fall plaid. It is so pretty, and but it is sleeveless. I don't necessarily know that it's made for fall. The problem with this item, because again, a lot of the items that come in the DIY boxes have to be repaired, which is why honestly I get behind on listing sometimes, because I have so much to do on some of these items. This one had a tear in the seam, not on the top, but under the shoulder pad. So I did repair that, and hopefully it'll get accepted. I checked the comps for this because this is not a brand that I get frequently, and these are selling for about $225 on the RealReal. So I was kind of surprised by that and happy. If it sells for that amount, my commission will be $126. Okay. The next item that I am going to be sending into the RealReal is by St. John, and I don't really want to call this a blazer. It's like a light jacket, a zippered front, really cool watercolor print. I was going to sell this on my own because it's so pretty and I think it'll sell well, but it's missing the size. So I tried to estimate, had trouble. I'm thinking it's a size 10. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to send that bad boy in. I think it'll sell for about $150, and my commission on that would be $67.50. The next item I'm sending in was by the brand Self Portrait. I love self-portrait dresses. I think they are gorgeous. This one is a beautiful yellow graphic print dress. It's okay, besides the fact that the print on this is so cool, there are so many different details in the way that the dress is made, the way that they've hung the fabric. There's 2 different prints. It's just so cool. This I could sell on my own, but it comped out really good on the RealReal, so I'm sending it in. The problem or the DIY issue with this dress is that, because it's a very long kind of maxi dress, the last ruffle along the bottom was all stained up, clearly from someone dragging it on the ground or stepping on it. So I laundered it. That wasn't hard. These are selling for about $250. That is a conservative estimate. Might go for more than that. If it sells for $250, my commission will be $140. Okay. Now for the item I'm most excited about in this consignment. Let me take a sip of my tea because I'm freezing. But I'm not wearing like the warmest clothing out here either, so that's my bad. I am wearing a really cute necklace that I got from Kristen D. If you aren't familiar with Kristen D, which you probably are, right? But if you're not, you should check out her channel. She does a lot of jewelry, purse sales. She does designer boxes too. This is a Joan Rivers necklace I bought at one of her auctions, and I love it. So make sure you check out Kristen's channel if you're not familiar. Okay, I am sending in, and I cannot believe this was in a designer box that I got. I just love these. Okay. It is by the brand Bottega Veneta, and is a pair of leather pants. They're in kind of a beige or a khaki color. They are in excellent condition. I could not believe it. And listen, I've learned my lesson with the RealReal. I know I got to turn the item inside out. I'm the worst at not finding interior stains. I get so many items sent back for that. I turned these bad boys inside out because they do have a like silk lining on the inside, and I thought surely that's ripped. Surely it's stained. No, perfection. Okay, I sent it in my last consignment. Did not get accepted. They sent it back to me saying there was interior staining, and I'm like, no, there's not. I checked it. So I went over it really good again today, turned it inside out. I'm looking all over. I cannot, in the very, very interior seam, in the private area, there is maybe like a little bit of darkening of the fabric. Okay. So scrubbed it out with a tub of towels. It's perfection. So that is going in. These are clumping out, and this is the conservative estimate. Some for like $1,200, $750. Okay, if we sell for $750, I will get $495. I will be ecstatic with that. Okay, so fingers crossed. And I'm going to be talking about how I fixed up some of these items. So if you're interested in any of them, I will put the Amazon links in the description. Tub towels is one that Kristen D uses that she introduced me to. I love it. So I'll kind of tell you what I've done to the items. I didn't record any of them because they weren't hardcore rehab, but I'll just tell you what I did. Okay, the next item I'm sending in is another one I got recently in a designer box, which is by the brand Millie of New York. It's a really nice structured black and white dress, excellent condition. And these are selling for about $100 on the RealReal, not for a ton. My commission on that would be $30. Okay. In that same box, I believe, was a vintage Prada leather belt. That one I repaired with some leather glue. There was a little bit of pulling prior to the stitching. So I glued that back down. The stitching was fine. The only thing that I think they might not accept it for is there is some wear on the hardware. Now, I did check their site, and there were other belts that had wear on the hardware. So I'm taking a risk, sending it in, and we'll see what happens. If they accept it, I expect that to sell for about $150, and my commission would be $67.50. Okay, another one I'm super excited about, which also may have been in that same box, was a pair of Gucci mules, leather mules with the horsebit hardware. They're black. They're in a smaller size. And again, sometimes I list Gucci. A lot of times I send it into the RealReal because it sells real fast on there, and the comps are pretty good. This is the conservative. Hey, Trixie, stop, honey. Stop barking at him. This is a conservative estimate of $400. I couldn't believe that when I looked at it. I was like, really? Okay. If it sells for $400, my commission would be $244. All right. So in one of my other latest videos, which was titled on the thumbnail, Chanel and Chanel, I got a pair of Chanel low heels. They're vintage. They do have a lot of creasing in the toe. The footbeds were gnarly, you guys. So gross. I had to really scrub those with tub of towels. I conditioned the exterior leather with the Doc Martens Wonder Balm. And then I also conditioned them again with the Lexol leather conditioner. They're the best they're going to get. So we'll see if they accept them. If not, I'll sell them on my own. But I'm taking a chance on these. I did see some other, and I did type in vintage when I was looking at comps. I did see some others that had the pretty intense creasing in the toe. They are listed on there, and those are listed for about $350. So if they sell for that, my commission will be $213.50. The next item I'm sending into the RealReal is a Jimmy Choo bag, which I also got in a designer box. This is kind of a tan or taupe leather. It's in great condition, maybe slight wear on the corner is not bad. And the trim is a lizard. It's a very cool, like kind of a boho vibe, which I love. I love sending Jimmy Choo into the RealReal. For whatever reason, I have a tough time moving Jimmy Choo on my own. Manolos I can move, but Jimmy Choo, I don't know. I struggle there. So I've had this listed for a little bit. I'm probably showing you the listing right now next to me. These are comping out for about $175, so I expect my commission to be about $78.75. Okay, the next item that I'm sending in, I forgot I had. It's probably going to be the story with my next box too. It's a pair of Prada wool pants. Like I said, completely forgot that I had these. I don't know what's wrong with them. I quickly looked them over. I didn't see any holes, didn't see any stains. Zipper works. It's got the size. So I don't know. I'm sending them in. We'll see. Those would comp out about $150 and my commission would be $67.50. The next item I'm sending in is another Jimmy Choo. This is a pair of kind of that same color brown as the handbag, suede heel, and it's got a lizard toe, which is really cool. The heel is kind of a taupe patent, and there were a few nicks in that patent, and I had to also kind of touch up the lizard toe a little bit. So we'll see if they accept those. Did the best I could, and there was a little bit of wear on the suede, like by maybe where someone rubbed it against the other shoe and the heel. On that suede, on that rub spot, because it went all the way down to the base, which was like a black color. I used some of the oil pastels that I've shown you guys in other videos and kind of filled that in with some different colors, and then I did a suede brush. It looks perfect. I couldn't believe it. I was very impressed with myself. If those sell where I'm copying them out, they should sell for about $150, and then my commission would be $67.50. Okay, I feel like my battery is getting ready to die, so I may have to like come back and film the rest of this in a little bit. Okay, so if it looks weird here in a minute, sorry. Okay. The next item I'm including is a pair of Manolo black patent heels. I found these in my bin of things to fix. The problem with these is that they're sticky patent. So what I do when they're sticky is I wipe them down with wet wipes, and then I go over them with like the Lexol wipes, and that seems to work pretty good. Other than that, and that seemed to fix it, they're in great condition. Those I'm comping out. I found an exact pair listed for $250, so my commission there would be $140. Okay, the next item I'm sending in is a pair of Prada suede wedge booties. Also forgot I had these. I'm obsessed with these. If these were my size, I would 100% keep these for myself. I found these exact ones listed for $150. My commission would be $67.50. These had some watermarks along the bottom, and all I did was go over them with the wet wipes, and then I did a suede brush after they dried. Perfection. Okay. Then I also found a pair of Acne blue pants that I forgot I had that are in perfect condition. I normally list those myself, but I thought I'm just going to throw them in the box. They're comping out for about $100, and my commission would be $30. Another item that I opened recently, an Alexander McQueen, I mean, for lack of a better word, crop top. The material is double lined. I don't remember what it's made out of, but it's almost like what a dress would be made out of. Very substantial, has an exposed zipper along the back. I found, no ma'am, shh, 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 shh. I found this exact one listed on the RealReal except in black instead of white. Mine's white. I couldn't really find anything wrong with this except that maybe there's a little bit of staining under the arm, so I just cleaned that up again with tub of towels and threw that in the box. These are comping out for about $250 on the RealReal, and so my portion, if it sold for that, would be $140. Okay, the last item that I'm going to be sending in for this consignment is by the brand Red Valentino. I think I did a rescue box recap recently that this dress was in, and I feel like I remember saying I don't know what I did with it. And I wasn't sure if I had listed it or what I had done. I found it in my bin of things to work on. And the only thing that's wrong with this dress is that it has some deodorant stains under the arm. So when that is the case, instead of laundering the whole dress or the whole item, I just use the wet wipes to scrub that out of the underarm. It dries without a mark, and so it's like the perfect solution. So I did that. This is a really pretty navy dress. It's got some button details on the front. I found some similar to this one at $150, and so I would expect to get $67.50 for that dress. So if we assume that they accept all the items, and we assume that my estimates are correct, which actually the last time I did one of these videos, which if you haven't watched that one, I'll see if I can double link. I'll link that above so you can go back and watch it. My estimates were pretty accurate. I did a pretty good job. So I'm hoping that this is the same, that they accept all of these. If we assume that my cost of goods into all of these items is $435, my total commission, okay, if they sell for what I think they will be $2,353.25. And if you subtract out my cost of goods, my profit on these items would be $1,918.25. So I will keep you all posted and let you know how all of these items do. It usually takes them a while to get them loaded into the system. Then they have to authenticate and photograph and then price. So it usually comes in stages depending on what the item is. So I will let you know how these do. I can do another follow-up if you all are interested. If you enjoyed the video on your way out, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And like I said earlier, if you're not subscribed, I would love to have you. Please subscribe. I will be back on Thursday for another thredup DIY designer box unboxing. See y'all then. Bye.